Welcome to the Cosmic Energy Forecast. I'm Angela Blaha, and this is your Cosmic Energy Forecast for the week of June 16th through the 22nd. It's going to be an exciting and wild week. As the new moon, this eclipse energy is already upon us, and it is super powerful. Yay! All right, starting today, June 16th. The cosmic energies are pretty light this morning, and they are totally supporting your patience. If you can feel that kind of energy that's just really light and carefree, and it's like you're just patient. You're just always patient when you're like feeling light and carefree. So that energy, however, changes very suddenly later this morning. And it most likely will be a bit jarring. And here's why. Because there are certain soul responsibilities that we have been avoiding. Even if you are amazing at tending to your own soul self, there are soul exchanges that you are now being responsible to heal and bring back into your power. You have somewhere along the way, what a soul exchange is you have exchanged parts of your soul energy for something else. These exchanges are coming into your awareness, and they're here and ripe to be brought back. So if you are feeling out of balance, have inner ear issues or equilibrium issues, this is why finally mine has dissipated. Such a good feeling. This earth is very appealing today, so give into the pleasures of your earthly rights. You deserve them all in abundance, because that's the reason you came here, right? Is to experience all the abundances that this beautiful and amazing earth provides. If you have a hard time adjusting to retrograde energy, I suggest you begin to slow your life down today, because we have a retrograde coming in this week, along with a few other things. So Wednesday, June 17th, after being very patient on Tuesday, you will be equipped to handle the emotional matters that arise on Wednesday. The cosmic energies are handling the earthly pleasures again today, like it's literally handing you these earthly pleasures. And so try not to deny yourself your pleasure. Like literally, why not? Why do we deny ourselves our own pleasure? Be careful about your perception on Wednesday, though, especially when you're dealing with these pleasures, as perceptions are always skewed because they hold filters of the past. Try not to play into that energy of the past and of your perceptions. Just allow yourself to be free. So, as we know, filters of the past should remain in the past, not in the now. With that, you may not see things clearly today, on Wednesday. Because, just as we know, it is perception, right? It's always bringing stuff from the past. It is not you that is not seeing clearly. It's your filter that is not seeing clearly. Because your filter, your perception, is from the past. It can't see clearly in the now. That's not you. You are the now. So be careful of that perception. Be careful of how that enters into your ability to know and understand what brings you extreme pleasure. Because you deserve pleasure. Thursday, June 18th, Mercury moves into retrograde today, which means it slows down so you can see and be the real you. Now, confusion can accompany a retrograde, any and all retrogrades, because we are used to moving at a certain speed And then when the slowing down comes, it sends us kind of into a spin if we're not ready and prepared for the sort of energy of a retrograde. So be prepared. Start to slow down today, Tuesday. When you are being supported to slow down, your time is best spent reflecting and paying attention to the tiniest of details. It's a great time for buying something and selling things, contracts, listening skills, tune up your listening skills. Anything that requires details because your energy is slowing down, paying attention to the details. That's why we have retrogrades, is to slow us down so that we actually pay attention to those details. Otherwise, we're just out here speeding away, right? And the details kind of get brushed under the counter. But what happens is details come into play in about 3 months. So use your time wisely on Thursday and pay attention to those details. And slow yourself down. It's okay to slow down. Really, it is. Friday, June 19th. Inner awareness is being supported by the cosmic energies today. So some misunderstanding may occur because if we're not completely knowledgeable about who the innerness of us is, there will be misunderstanding because we're searching out here in the pasture looking for something about who we are when all we have to do is move inward. So that's where the misunderstandings come in. However, if you are paying attention to the details, if you're paying attention to the details, which is why this retrograde comes in, right? It says, slow down, Angela. Pay attention to the details so you can just flow through the next couple weeks. So if we're paying attention to the details, this will be overridden by being clear about what you want in your life. So to avoid the misunderstandings, be very clear about what you want in your life. Then there's no misunderstanding. You're always inward then. You're always so connected to your higher consciousness. Using your learned patience will pay off on Friday because we're not generally too patient. At least I'm not. I'm not generally too patient with myself, and if I misunderstand something about who I am, I'm really not very patient. I get super frustrated and like crazy almost, right? So I'm vowing not to do that this week. I'm moving more into my patience and slowing things down. I'm really looking at the fine details of what I really want. And I'm going to accept, I'm going to be open to receive all the pleasures of this world because that's why I'm here. So on Friday, use your intelligence and plan for your future goals as well. Like it's a great energy day to just sort of sit back, take your time, look at the details, know what you want, use your intelligence. Oof, we have so much intelligence. Use that intelligence to plan your future. All right, Saturday, June 20th. Today, the cosmic energies is really focusing on self-protection. But who or what do you need protection from? That's really the question. If you actually do the work for Tuesdays, getting to know those soul exchanges that you did, you'll feel very, very powerful and very confident in your energy. If that happens, Saturday probably won't be much of a protection day because you're already understanding your own protection. So, but if you don't really know what you need protection from, be around people who you feel safe with and do things where you are safe and you feel safe. The reason we tend to self-protect or need cosmic support in the in these areas of our emotions, it's because we traded our emotions. We exchanged them for something else. Literally, it's our emotional body that we exchange energy for because it's easy to exchange. So these areas of our life create weak spots in our energy field. And when the energies are super high, like they are this week, we tend to need a little bit more protection in those weaker areas. But if you actually bring those soul exchanges back to you, they fill back in and you don't really have the weaknesses. But if we're unconscious about what we've done in the past, about where we've given our energy or exchanged our energy for something else, then we may need a little bit more protection. So do things that make you feel safe. Don't do things on Saturday that create fear within you. That fear will penetrate those weak spots and you'll have more to clean up later. Sunday, June 21st. Woo, can you feel the energy? New moon, solar eclipse day, and it's powerful. And we're already feeling the energy of it already last Saturday. Started coming in, the gateway opened, and whew. Okay, but this is not just any old annular solar eclipse. No. It is, of course, we shouldn't be just expecting the same old, same old. We're in transition, right? We can't expect the same old when we're in transition. So it is a ring of fire eclipse, which literally means there is a ring that you can see around the eclipse because the distance between the moon and the sun is not as short of a distance. And so there's a ring that happens around the moon or around the sun. So ring of fire eclipses bring a lot of drama because they're a ring of fire. They're trying to burn up everything. And when we resist the burning up of the old stuff, we have drama. So it will be an emotional day. Actually, it's already starting to be an emotional week starting on Wednesday. So it will be an emotional day because the new moon energy is overcome by the eclipse energy because it's a ring of fire eclipse. As we know, eclipses are pivot points. They tend to make life so difficult that it makes you rethink and relook at your life and where you can make a drastic change towards more alignment with who you really are. These aren't bad pivots. Well, this one, the solar one, really has no denser kinds of energies. It literally shows you a different direction, a 90-degree angle in which there's a different direction that you can take that might be much more pleasurable and easier. It focuses on areas in life that you need a pivot. For example, your personal freedom versus responsibility or limitations. Like that's what this eclipse is about. It's about showing you where your personal freedom is, the easy road, versus your limitations, the hard road, the belief systems, all those things that hold us back, that we think we are, but we really aren't. It's the false world. So it's literally this ring of fire solar eclipse, full moon or new moon, is literally a classic duality conundrum. That's the energy that it's providing. It's literally making that divide between limitations and pleasure even larger and larger and larger. So for the next couple of weeks, literally because eclipse energy hangs out. I mean, we aren't even over the last penumbral eclipse. Here we are with this solar eclipse, and it's like it's intensifying. So for the next couple of weeks, try to be super flexible, literally. and open-minded. Try to be open-minded. I know we have so many belief systems that we want to protect, but I can almost tell you that they are not probably going to serve you in the future. So if we can be open-minded and very flexible and very patient, but also very self-disciplined, you will be able to manage the intensity of these energies. With everything that is upon you, try to maintain a balance. I know it's going to be a little bit difficult, it probably already is, but try to remain the balance within your energy. This is where your practice will be very, very useful. So clear your energy at a minimum of once a day. Starting today, clear your energy field. Be very open with your energy field. Have your heart wide open. We can't close down ourselves. When we close down ourselves, our pain and suffering becomes even greater. And that's not really what we're here for. So here's what I recommend. Clear your energy at a minimum of once a day. Twice a day is probably better, but if you only have time for once a day, then do it. And clearing your energy is literally up to you. If you need some suggestions, please reach out. Meditation and deeply connect with your higher self. Have that connection be there all the time. Now, if you did the work on Tuesday to bring back those soul exchanges, you will feel very, very connected. Because that's what soul exchanges do. When you bring back your own energy, you feel the connection even more because you're moving more into a state of wholeness where you can become one. You can move into the energy of oneness. When we're out here splintered and we aren't really doing any of our personal work, we remain splintered. It's hard to understand the whole concept of oneness. But when we do our work, we bring back those soul exchanges, those soul shards, those soul pieces, those aspects of us that have been foreign to us for quite some time. When we bring all of that back, there is that deep connection. We don't really have to work for it. We just know that it's there and we maintain it. So that's the difference. We don't have to work on the healing component of it. We just work on maintaining it. The other thing to do is to eat healthy the next month or so and to drink a ton of water. When we do this pivoting kind of energy or when we're really bombarded, like the energies are intense this week. They have been for quite some time and they will continue. The body exudes and it goes through a lot of water. And what most people are experiencing right now is dehydration. So lots and lots of water. Pivots. Back to the topic. Pivots can be exhausting. They can be exhausting. So allow yourself to rest. Right? They apply intense energy. When we pivot, when we move from this direction to this direction, it takes a lot of energy. And the physical system, our physical body, needs more to maintain it. Right? It needs more to make the pivot, and then to maintain the pivot, it takes a lot of energy to maintain at first. Now you become accustomed to it, and then you don't even pay attention to it. But when we're moving through the transition, we really have to pay attention to what's happening physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. It's so much easier to maintain those outer energies that are bombarding us right now and all the drama that's going along with them if we maintain this in here first. Okay, Monday, June 22nd. Balance, balance, balance. Really. Slow and steady will win the energy race. So let yourself be very calm on Monday. That's one of the abundances, calmness. Use all the skills that you have learned and experienced over this past week, like patience, self-discipline, balance, flexibility, open-mindedness, open-hearted. right? Using these learned skills will help you in the week to come, because we have another giant energy week next week. So to sum up a very powerful, energetic week, well, just try to flow as much as you possibly can. Pivot where you need to, and adjust as quickly as you can by supporting the physical, the mental, and emotional bodies. Slow down and look at the details this week. It's really important to understand the details because they do come into play later on in the year. So, have an amazing week. Like, don't be afraid of these energies. Use them to the best of your advantage and flow. Flow. All right, beautiful love beings. We love you dearly. Have an amazing week, and we'll see you next week.